in an attempt to get someone who was very much associated with the WHO, who people would listen to. And he was right on board. He was very enthusiastic. In fact, later he came out to say that if his brother was in the ICU, he'd want ivermectin given to him as treatment. And he came out with a study which the body of the study showed that ivermectin was very effective. We didn't need anything further. But in the conclusion and in the abstract, he not just wavered, but essentially he drove a nail into the coffin of ivermectin.
I'm in a very sensitive position here. What I'm trying to do...
People are in sensitive positions. They're in hospital and ICUs dying and they need this medicine. This medicine prevents deaths by 80%. So 80% of those people who are dying today don't need to die because there's ivermectin.
There are a lot of different opinions about this. As I said, some people...
We're looking at the data. It doesn't matter what other people say. It's absolutely crystal clear. We can save lives today if we can get the government to buy ivermectin. Whose conclusions are those on the review that you've done?
I don't really want to get into... I mean,
I think it needs to be clear. Who are these other voices that are in your paper that are not acknowledged? Does Unitate have a say? Do they influence what you write?
Unitate has a say in the conclusions of the paper, yeah. There is a whole group of people who think that ivermectin is complete rubbish.
I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about them. I'm saying we know the evidence. How many people die a day?
Oh, sure. I mean, 15,000 people a day.
You've shot us all in the foot. Everybody trying to do something good. You have actually completely destroyed it.
Okay. Well, that's where I guess we'll have to agree to differ.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how you sleep at night, honestly.
Okay. All right.
And then when you follow the money, you see that the university he was working for got a huge grant. I believe it's from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation just prior to that. So how many people died because one person got bought out?
Okay, so trial that the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, which is the institute I direct, sponsored, called the Adaptive Covirus Disease Treatment Trial, or ACCT-1, was started in February 21st of this year, and it was a randomized placebo-controlled trial comparing the Gilead drug Remdesivir with a placebo. The data shows that Remdesivir has a clear-cut, significant positive effect in diminishing the time to recovery. It was 11 days compared to 15 days. Looking forward, this is very optimistic.
The company's stock just continues to rise thanks to Anthony Fauci touting this as the best COVID cure available, while discrediting hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin. The problem was remdesivir is highly toxic, while hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin are actually safe and effective.
All it had shown was it reduced the hospital stay by 4 days. It did not improve hospitalization, death, or severity of disease, or anything like that. I think it was about $3,000 a treatment in the United States.
Remdesivir did not have the clinical efficacy that the others did. It's a problem drug, not only because it was very inconsistent in how it worked, but also because of the side effects. And the side effects could include liver toxicity, they can include autoimmunity, and a whole range of things. With ivermectin, I think it's off patent. It basically wasn't going to make anybody any money. And the same for hydroxychloroquine. Again, hydroxychloroquine has been an open source kind of drug for 70 years. Whereas remdesivir belonged to Gilead and they were going to promote it heavily.
We have seen this from Anthony Fauci before in regards to the AIDS crisis, where he pushed a highly toxic AZT, which killed many but meant big money for big pharma. Again, ignoring inexpensive repurposed drugs and off-patent solutions.
I was using our protocol to treat critically ill patients in the ICU with a whole host of repurposed drugs. This is a memo sent to the entire healthcare system, but they targeted me personally. And what did this memo say? These medications will not be verified or dispensed for the prevention or treatment of COVID. I had 7 COVID patients, including a 31-year-old woman. I was not allowed to treat these people. I had to stand by idly. I had to stand by idly watching these people die.
She concealed the magnitude of it very